Woo! Hey everyone, this is Daryl from Crypto Daily Trade Signals coming to you live from Asia. This is our morning update, guys. Hopefully you guys are having a huge morning. Hopefully you guys in the Americas are having a huge evening. Hopefully you guys are settling in, sitting back, relaxing, and watching the crypto markets. You know, right now we're seeing that most of the markets are going down. There's a little bit of a correction that's going on. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about where I see the prices going next week. I'm going to talk about some huge catalysts that are happening next week that could affect the crypto markets and could drive the prices down. We're going to talk about that. We've also got some breaking news related to corruption that impacts Yellen and bank cronyism and that kind of stuff. So we're going to jump into it. But before we do that, guys, just to let you know, remember, this is not financial advice. This is just an OG in the house expressing his opinion. And, you need to do your own risk management, guys. It's so important that you guys do your own risk management. Watch out for nasty scammers in the contents. So with that being said, let's jump into it. Let's start with the Bitcoin price right now. So you can see that Bitcoin right now is at $43,782, and we've had a bit of a pullback, as you guys can see here. So I wouldn't panic too much. This is pretty normal to have this kind of pullback. Let me get my face out of the way. So you can see here that we've had around about a 1% pullback here, and then yesterday we had also about a 1.6%. So we've had pretty close to from here to here. Let's just measure that out, and we can see how much of a pullback we've actually had. So you can see here that our total pullback from the top here to where we are right now has been around about 6%. So we've seen about a 6% correction overall, and that's not too bad. And if we look at the RSI here, the RSI is still pretty much it's okay. It's not overbought. We got pretty close to that overbought situation on the RSI. That's a relative strength index, and then we came back down again. So I think we're probably going to see ourselves. I would say that right now we're at 43,702. We have big support at 40,750. I think that we'll probably be range bound between we'll probably be range bound for the next couple of days. We'll probably bounce around here and here and here and here and here before we actually start to take off again and retest the $50,000 level. So I'm going to tell you why I think that's going to happen. We have some major events happening we have some major events coming up pretty soon. So I'm going to tell you why I think that we're going to see some more consolidation going on. So let's jump into the Ethereum price right now, and you'll see what's going on right there. This is a Wyckoff pattern. You can see that we're following it. We've been following it pretty good, but we've kind of deviated right here. So let's see if this is just a small deviation, small little correction. But remember, we're still forming higher lows right here. So we're still forming a much higher low here. So I wouldn't panic too much, guys. This is really not that bad. So we've formed a higher low here around this level. So I expect us to be range bound, in kind of this level between, as I said, 40 to 750 and a 43,500 range. And I think that's going to happen for a couple of days, and I'll tell you why. All right, so let's jump into the Ethereum price right now. Now, Ethereum right now, you can see that if we measure from the top to the bottom here, we've had pretty much. Let me get that in there for you. You can see here we've had about almost a 10% pullback from where we were yesterday. But that's not too shabby if you look where we were. If you look where we were on the 4th of August to where we have gone, you'll see that it's not too shabby, guys. Let's take a look. Look. Okay, get it. So from there to there, we've gone up 36%. So we're seeing about a 10% pullback. So we're still up 26% on the Ethereum. But one thing to note, if you look at the RSI, you can see that Ethereum was very much overbought yesterday. So that's one of the reasons why we've had this selling pressure because Ethereum's been going up. It's gone up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's gone up almost 18 days consecutively, except for one green candle, one red candle there. So guys, this is very normal when when you have things go up 40% to have a huge upside. And if we measure from here to here, it's almost been an 88% increase. So it's very normal that we have a bit of a pullback. And you can see that Ethereum has been very much oversold, guys. So that's one of the reasons we're seeing a bit of a pullback. So I wouldn't panic too much. Where do I see Ethereum? I think we had this big major support level. We had the major support level at 3,000. We're just below that major support level. I think Ethereum will probably be range bound like this. I think that the worst case scenarios will probably drop down to 28, and I think we'll be range bound between 2,800 and 3,000 until the end of the week. We'll probably be range bound in that, and there's a reason for that. There's a lot of information that's coming out that's going to be affecting prices. So let me just mention what's going on with that. So you guys can see that we have one major event coming up on the 11th of August, and that is the July CPI. So typically when we have the CPI coming out, you'll see that more so than not, negative CPI tends to affect the stock market, and in the short term, it also affects the crypto markets. Because remember, a lot of institutional investors, they have the same behavior as they do for stocks as they do with crypto. So what they're probably doing is they're probably anticipating that the consumer price index is going to be going higher, not lower. So you'll probably see that Monday, you'll probably see a bigger drop in the cryptos and a bigger drop in Ethereum and Dogecoin in anticipation of this coming down. I mean, overall, the increased consumer price index or inflation is actually good for crypto, because overall crypto is a hedge against inflation. But you're going to get a small reaction because institutional investors are going to be starting to take their money off their platform in advance of this, because I think that inflation is going to go up, and also the consumer price index is going to go up. So that's going to be a really bearish signal, guys. So also too, any new institutional money, it's going to be sitting on the sidelines. And don't forget, it's Sunday in North America right now. In Asia, it's Monday, but in America, it's still Sunday. So you're seeing less volumes, and when you have less volumes, you have higher volatility. So that's one of the reasons that this is happening. Also, too, we have the infrastructure bill. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about corruption, possible corruption in the Treasury Department, bank cronyism, and all that kind of stuff. So again, so let's jump into the Doge right now and see where we are for the Doge. So right now, you can see that the Doge right now is trading at 23.7. Now remember, we have a major support. We have a major support right here, the blue line, at 23 cents. So as I said earlier in my previous videos, worst case scenario is that we're going to drop down to 23 cents. I don't think we're going to go below that. Even though everything else is going down, you can see that right now Dogecoin is pretty much tied to Bitcoin. When Bitcoin makes a measured move down, you're going to see Dogecoin make a measured move down. Also, we're also noticing that the Bitcoin dominance is actually increasing, not decreasing, which is bad for the altcoins. So you can see here that since the high yesterday to now, we've pulled back around about 18%. But in hindsight, if you look from here, measure from here to here, that's an increase of 40%. So we're still up 22%. So it's still not too shabby, guys. I wouldn't be complaining about that too much, because you can see here that yesterday our low was 23.5, and if you look at the day before, our high was 26. Our low was 20, so we're still above where we were on August 8th, on August 7th, guys. So I wouldn't panic too much. And my next target is still 30 cents. And from where we are now to get to 30 cents, we need to make a 28% measured move increase. Now, if you look at the RSI for Dogecoin, you can see that the RSI is, it's a little bit on the high side. It's not oversold. You're probably going to see this come all the way down, probably into this area here, around 50%. The RSI should come down to 50%. and then once it hits 50%, so keep an eye on the RSI. Once this indicator comes back down into this area, you're going to see. Let me get my pen working. When this indicator comes down to this area here, you're going to see it probably consolidate a little bit and then start to move up again. And then that's when we'll have our move up to 30 cents. So definitely 30 to 40 cents incoming. And the other thing to note is that we're making a higher low. This is very much a higher low right now. So this is really good because when you form a higher low, it gives you a better springboard, a better platform to take off and hit higher highs. So hopefully you guys understand the fundamentals of that. So I'm super bullish for the Doge. You should be bullish for the Doge. Do not panic. Everything is okay. We're forming higher lows, and right now everything is looking okay. I mean, sure, there's been a pullback. You know, this is a 4-hour time frame. You can still see that we're above the 200, above the 50, above the 20. So I wouldn't worry too much, guys. And like I said, we have major support at 23 cents right here. And, you know, this is very normal. I wouldn't worry about it so much. If we look at our fear and greed index, you can see that our fear and greed index has actually come down from yesterday. We're at 74. Now we're at 65. So, you know, this is basically a general pause. So what do I expect for next week? Well, next week we got the CPI coming. We also have the tax vote. You know, the tax vote should be out sometime next week. At least it needs to go. It'll be passed through the Senate. I don't know about going through the House or not. So, you know, we really need to watch out because, as you know, the new proposal by Warren, and he's suggesting that we put and tax, you know, proof of stake. So if that happens, that's really going to be dangerous for Ethereum. So you guys need to just watch out and buckle up and keep your eye on that. So with all that being said, the CPI, we got the tax bill, we could expect next week not a huge pullback, but you know, I would expect at least a 10 to 15% pullback on Bitcoin, Ethereum. So guys, just get ready. It's a good time to dollar cost average and buy some more on the dips. I don't think that we're going to see Doge. Doge will not go below 20 cents. I'm pretty confident that we should stay around 23 cents. Hopefully we can maintain that support level, but there's no way that we're going down to 19 cents. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. So let's jump into the newsy woozies. So we've got some major news coming out, and this is a huge humdinger, guys. You can see that Yellen has been accused of bank corruption. You know, I mean, yeah, of course, right? So as you guys know, the U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has been accused of corruption due to receiving $7.2 million in speaking fees from just Citibank. So can you believe that? That, you know, getting paid $72 million from Citibank. So since much of America was locked down in 2020, those speeches were almost done via Zoom from her home, and she was paid $7.2 million. So guys, 1 + 1 = 2. So of course she's fighting to tax cryptocurrency, right? So, you know, and that indicates that her incentives are completely misaligned because her government salary is only $221,000, while just Citi has paid her more than $7 million. So she is now serving, you know, she's now serving her real employers, which is Citibank and the banking community. She's not serving the people, she's serving the banks, right? So that's why we're seeing that, you know, she's pushing through. So she's now serving her real employer, the banks, and not the United States government, as Ron Hammond, Director of Government Relations at the Blockchain Association, says. So the public pressure is working as more senators express concerns to privately about the bill and the text of the bill. So this is this whole cryptocurrency tax bill, right? So for the $7 million, Yellen is now moving to effectively ban a competitor of theirs. So, you know, what's a competitor of the banks? Well, it's DeFi. It's crypto. So Yellen is working for the banks, and she's trying to push this tax reform bill through. So, you know, so the competitors are there. So, you know, her paymaster is Citibank. So that's why she's pushing against the DeFi space with a section sneaked into the infrastructure bill at the last minute that holds smart contract coders responsible as brokers. So anything related to smart contracts are also going to come under the broker term. It's amazing, guys. An amendment to that bill will exclude coders was almost going to pass with the general consent, but then Yellen moved to push for a competing amendment that does not include coders, so the so-called Warner-Portman amendment. So she pushed this through at the last minute. So the risk now is that the bill goes through without any amendments, something that would hold not only coders, but also miners responsible in theory. So, that would be a very big win for Yellen's paymaster. So if this goes through, people like Citibank and all the other banks that paid her off to push this crypto bill through, guys, it's, in my opinion, it's corruption. And I don't know why people can get away with this in government, but definitely there needs to be an investigation. There needs to be a probe because obviously, it's obvious to me that something is not right in Denmark, right? So it just doesn't make sense to me. So this is a, kind of a breaking story. This has just come out. So guys, comment. What do you guys think about it? So some other news right now, crypto tax strife continues as Senate delays vote. So as you guys know, the vote was supposed to go through yesterday, but there's some delays. All right, so hopefully this will be keep delaying, and then hopefully, hopefully mainstream media will pick the story up, and that might put the kibosh on the tax bill because they may want to run for cover when this comes out. So let's see how that unfolds. So with that being said, let's jump into the markets right now. One other story is Dogecoin catapults to double-digit gains this week. As you know, Dogecoin, in terms of the gainers last week, was one of the highest gaining cryptocurrencies in the space, guys. So that's really cool. That's really fantastic. Dogecoin to the moon. So guys, don't be panicked. I know a lot of you are probably seeing this saying, oh my God, is it? Guys, this is very normal. Like I said, we are forming a higher low right here. This is good because often Dogecoin has a similar pattern. As I told you, it will go up 30, 40%, have a correction, and it normally corrects down about 50% of its, gains, and then it will go up again around about, so it goes up 40%. It'll come down 20%. And then the next pump should be up 40% again. That's how Dogecoin works. So you're going to see that Dogecoin is probably going to tank a lot faster and a lot further than other altcoins. But when it comes back, it roars back, it screams back, and it will push us back up again. So guys, don't panic. This is just cryptocurrency. This is a cycle, guys. Nothing to worry about. All right, so let's jump into the market marks right now. All right. So right now, we can see that the total, let me give this a quick refresh. Make sure you guys got the minty fresh information out there. So, all right, so right now the total market cap is 1.7 trillion. The volume is 71 billion. And right now you can see, as I said, the Bitcoin dominance has gone up. This is not good. That's why we're seeing Ethereum go down. All the altcoins are going to struggle right now. You can see that Bitcoin is still up over 7 days. So sometimes you got to zoom out. So zoom out, guys. Bitcoin is still up 28%. Ethereum is now just below $3,000 support level. That's now become resistance. Hopefully we can blow past that here in Asia sometime today. So we're down almost 6%. But look where we are over the last 7 days. 14, 15%, 36%. Don't panic, guys. Look at BNB. BNB is down 4%. It's up 1.87% in 7 days. But look where we are for the year. Amazing. ADA is also down about 3% and 7% for the next 2 days, for 7 days. But look where we are for the year. This is what you guys need to zoom out, and things are not that bad. So Doge right now is at 23.7. I think that we can hold the 23 cent support line. Worst case scenario, if we cannot hold the 23 cent line, then we will go down to 20 cents. That's a guarantee. So just keep that in the back of your mind, that you may want to put some ladder buy orders in at 20 cents, 21 cents. That's what I would do. This is not financial advice, just dollar cost average. So you can see for 7 days, we're still up 16%. For 30 days, we're up 7%. So having a little bit of a pullback, because remember, we went up 40%, right? So we're down 8%. So it's fine, guys. We're still okay. Don't panic. You can also see that all the other altcoins, most of the other altcoins are also down. You're seeing red everywhere. Red. So this is not just indicative of Dogecoin. This is not just Dogecoin. It's all the cryptocurrencies are down right now. Everybody's down, okay? Most cryptocurrencies are down. So, Doge is doing very well. Think about it. Doge fundamentally went up 40%. Doge went up 40% by itself. There was no hype. There was no Elon Musk tweet. This was all organic. So this just goes to show that Dogecoin is not a crappy coin like all the haters out there are saying. We're still looking pretty strong. We're still at 23.9. We're almost at 24 cents. This is not a bad place to be. We've formed a higher low, guys. This is just the beginning. This is not the end. Woo! All right, guys. So that being said, guys, don't forget to smash the likes as always. Subscribe, YB. Guys, go to my links. Check out my links. Remember, now this is financial advice. Go to Zen Music Addict right now. If you guys want relaxed, chill music, go to Zen Music Addict. You know you want it right there. Do it now. We got beautiful music. We got a new videos like kind of raindrop thing. So check it out, guys. And don't forget, guys, support the channel on Patreon. Buy the channel a coffee. You know you want it. Do it. And guys, go to my merch. Merch. We got bags. We got ladies' t-shirts. We got hoodies. We got the mug. So guys, don't panic. Everything is fine in crypto land. Next week, we can see about a 10% pullback in all the crypto space because we got the CPI data. We got the tax thing coming out. Let's see how this whole Yellen corruption bank story unfolds. Let's see what happens. So guys, once again, God bless you all. Go with God. Don't panic. Dogecoin is going to the moon. We're going to get there. Woo!